Hi, this is Kyle from IA Technology, and today we are going to go over IA Point of Sale. So right now I'm in the login page of IA POS. You can see that on the left I could sign in with my fingerprint, and on the right I could sign in with my passcode. This passcode is set up in your merchant dashboard for each employee, so each employee will have a unique code used in order to log in and use special features on the POS, such as closing the batch and also issuing refunds or voiding transactions. So right now I'm going to log in using my employee passcode. And this will take me to the ordering page, the dine-in ordering page. So right now I could see my tables in room 107. So I have one single table in room 107. If I could select 104, I could see 4 other tables, and if I go to the basement, I could see many more. If I select one of these tables, it will prompt me to enter the number of guests for this dine-in order. So let's say there are 3 guests at this table. Right now I am in the menu ordering screen, and I can select my items. I can quickly clear the cart just by selecting here. Can add custom items. And I can set a price for this custom item. And I can set it so that it'll print at the kitchen printer. And I can also add any modifiers. Here's my custom item with that one modifier. And I can add more quantities. And I can also delete the item. I can also edit the price. And I can also add item notes. I can also issue item discounts. I can see that the discount went through. It used to be $6, now it's $5.28. So for this particular item has many modifiers inside of it. So we can see that all these over here are required. So I have to select one of these. And now these are optional modifiers. I can add these if I want to. I don't need to. Just click over here. This is optional. Now it's submitted. That's how it's going to look in the cart. Remember, these are undelivered items, so in order to send to the kitchen, we click on send. This will also save our order to our order list. So right now the order receipt printed out. You can see that my table is now green. That means there are currently customers sitting at this table, and it's from this employee. If it's a different employee, it will show up as yellow. So let's say B2 was taken care of by a different employee. It would show up yellow on the screen. So if I go to my order list, I can see my order that I just sent and saved into my order list. You can see all these orders from earlier today that are all paid off. You can see this is a carryout order and this one is a delivery order. So carryout is essentially the same. Instead of dine-in, it's a carryout order instead. And over here, I can also switch it from pickup to delivery. For both pickup and delivery orders, I have to enter the customer information. So right here, I can select this person. Click done. And if I send this, it'll print out the order receipt and also the kitchen receipt if the item is bounded to the kitchen printer as well. So I can see this delivery order for John Smith. and it is open. So it is not settled yet, so it still needs to be paid. So if I select the order that I placed earlier, and the customers are ready to pay, actually before we do that, let's combine our order. So let's say I want to combine the two orders that I just made. We can combine these two. And if I close this and look at my order list, you can see that there's only one open order now, and that's because I combined the two. You can always switch this back to delivery. Click save, send. You can change it to however order type you want. So I want to pay for this order now. So let's select pay. Here are shortcuts. Exact cash. Basically, you could type in the amount of cash that the customer gives you. And that will open my cash box and also tell you the amount of change that you need to get back to the customer. You can also select to print out the receipt. Okay, and I'll print out my receipt from the POS. I select done. Let us try to do a credit transaction now. Select pay. It's going to print out the order receipt and the kitchen receipt. I'm going to click on credit. So right now I'm going to try to make a credit transaction. The terminal is going to ask for a tip. I'm going to select no tip. And the POS is now waiting for a signature because the customer will need to sign their name on the payment terminal itself. Okay. Right now I can print the receipt. Now show the customer signature on the merchant copy. And if I go back to this order, and I click on reprint, over here I could reprint any one of these receipts. I could choose either the order receipt, bill receipt, kitchen receipt, a label receipt, or the merchant copy of the payment receipt, or the customer copy. The merchant copy will have the customer signature always, because the customer signature is now saved to this POS. So if I click payment receipt for merchant, it's going to print out the receipt with the customer signature over and over again. So if I close this and go into online orders, so this is where you would see all the orders coming in from AYA online order. So that is another service that we provide. Any customers that orders online using our online ordering software or service, you will be able to see the orders right here. The reports. So under reports, if I type in my passcode, I'm able to see my gross sales, my net sales, and anything related to all of my sales and amount collected. I can see my cash total, my credit card totals, and any orders that are refunded or voided. And I can print this out to have a physical copy of. I can change my date. And I have also these filters. I can change my server. You can change my order types as well. So under abnormal transaction, this is where you are able to see any transactions that may have been double charged. So what a double charge is when the POS did not recognize that the payment device has already charged the merchant's credit card. So it will prompt the POS to show that the order is still open and has not been fulfilled. And that would cause a double charge. So under abnormal transactions, you can see the exact time that the transaction happened and the type. Usually it would only be credit because credit is where the double charges usually happen. So right now, I can try to close batch. These are all the payment terminals that are associated to this merchant account. So I could close batch on all devices, or I could just choose one device just to close batch. In our case, this is the payment device that I am using right now, and I could close batch on this. So right now, closed it successfully, and I can just select done. Also, I can also adjust tips straight from the screen. If a customer has selected their tips after already paying, you can adjust the tips right on the screen. Or you can also go to the order list, right under the paid transaction. You click transactions here. I'm also able to refund the order as well. I cannot adjust tips on this because I have already closed batch. Message. So here, if you have any other AYA service, like AYA table order pad, or scan to order, get notifications on this page of incoming orders and any payments that are also pending. So under tools, I can charge a customer a $1 credit transaction without having to actually make an order. So right now, it's prompting. You can also do refunds straight to the customer's credit card, or you can manually do it. Select cash box, and if I type in my passcode, I can access the cash box. So right now I could clock in using fingerprint, so I'm going to try to use the fingerprint to clock in. Okay, clock in successful. If I select that again, I get to take a break, or I could clock out. Let's try to take a break. Use the fingerprint reader again, and it's successful. And end my break. Now let's try to clock out. And it will print out my work schedule report. Gift card. So you could use our gift card scanner to scan our gift cards. Or you could also enter the digits of the gift card or use SMS phone number. And over here you could recharge gift cards and also charge gift cards as well. And you can have a record. So if I go back a couple months, it will show previous payments to gift cards and the type. You can also print the receipts. Under settings, you can select different payment devices to be on this particular POS. You can switch my cash boxes. You can also update to the latest version. I can choose between online receipts and local receipts. Local receipts are basically printed out faster than online receipts. And if I select fingerprint, I'm able to see the many employees that are not recorded. And if I select here, the employees that are recorded.